On the night of March 25th, 1945, 23 men of the 2nd Battalion of the United States Army Rangers undertook one of the most daring raids of World War II. Descending by parachute deep into enemy territory, these men were to take control of a strategically vital dam, already rigged to blow by the Germans, across the Rhine at Rembrandtshof, and hold that position until reinforcements arrived. We came in under cover of enemy fire on a modified B-24 Liberator. The entire operation was designed to look like a bombing raid, and this would give us an element of surprise. 23 men, the best and brightest of the 2nd Battalion, peered down that night across the dark of the German countryside, and I at their head, immortal in their eyes but for the thud of a 30mm cannon or a well-placed sniper's bullet. But this is not their story, and it is not my story. It is the story of soldiers all. They were the best the 2nd Battalion had to offer, trained under British commandos in Scotland and tested in numerous special operations. Not all of them loved me, and not all were sure of the mission. We were deep in the heart of the fatherland, 30 miles from oncoming support and jumping blind into a hornet's nest, yet not a single man questioned his orders. Good soldiers and brothers, I would have laid down my life for any one of them, and each man would have done the same for me. The wounded soldier's name was Klaus Hartmann, a corporal in the German Regular Army. He was a compliant and unarmed prisoner of war, and as such was to be afforded the protections assigned to him by our Commander-in-Chief's ratification of the Geneva Convention. And despite the protest of some of my men, he was detained with the utmost respect and concern for his physical well-being. The local SS commandant arrived and was informed that we had one of his men in custody. Since I could neither guarantee Corporal Hartmann's safety nor allow his presence to compromise our mission, it was my intention to arrange for his safe return and medical treatment. But Corporal Hartmann was regular Army, and apparently of no concern to the SS. By 0300 hours, the situation had worsened. We'd received word from the 37th Armored Regiment, who were supposed to be less than 5 miles away and headed in our direction. Instead, they'd found themselves bogged down by stubborn resistance and were some 50 miles west of our position. Some of my men were in a bad way, and with my medic KIA, I put Corporal Hartman in charge of our wounded. I have been to war many times, and many times I have been in the company of heroes. That night I fought beside men whose courage and bravery held fast in the face of an overwhelming onslaught of enemy forces. We took 9 casualties before daybreak, and a true hero of Germany, Corporal Klaus Hartmann of Rembrandtshof, saved the lives of 5 of them. At 0900, a German army colonel was spotted, engaged in a violent argument with the SS commandant. Not too surprising. By that point in the war, conflict between the elite SS and the regular army was more and more common. The colonel approached our CP, ensuring safe passage for Corporal Hartmann. War is not glorious. War makes fools of us all. Only our memories of it have merit, when seen through the blurred lens of time. Only the men who pay with their blood deserve to be considered for glory. Sometimes your brother is your enemy. Other times your enemy is your brother. History tells us that on March 26, 1945, 23 men of the 2nd Battalion of the United States Army Rangers defended their position with a courage, calm, and fury unequaled in modern combat. Against overwhelming odds, they held the Rembrandtshof Dam that day, and the next day, and well into the day after that. In the end, there was no glory. Of the 23, only 14 survived. Wearily, we greeted the 37th and fell into fitful reflection. If there was any good in it, we thought, it was those who retain humanity in an inhumane world are all the better for it. Good men were changed forever. Good soldiers were lost. And any good soldier, no matter your friend or enemy, is truly a brother in arms.